CNY Central. This is the news at 11. Now in enhanced widescreen.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Doris Scheidel. Auburn police are looking to question two men in connection with a suspicious fire. The fire at an empty house on Orchard Street broke out around 5:30 this morning. Fire investigators determined it was intentionally set. Police are looking for 21-year-old Brandon Tomasic and 22-year-old Robert Hyde, both wanted for questioning. If you have any information, you're asked to call Auburn Police. State police are searching for a man who went missing after a tubing accident in Herkimer County. According to police, the man was tubing just after 6 o'clock last night in West Canada Creek when he fell into the water. The man is from Newport and believed to be about 40 years old. Well, the sun was out today and it's still pretty warm tonight, starting to feel a whole lot like summer. First Alert meteorologist Mike Brookins has a first look at the forecast. Mike.
Yeah, we did have some nearly hot conditions during the afternoon, getting a little bit more comfortable, but still muggy. The dew point's a lot higher than where we were 24 hours ago. Dora, we're looking live over Baldwinsville, New York, with our Barnes Memorial camera on the Stanley Law Skywatch. And it is dry. We have a partly cloudy sky overhead right now. There is the slightest chance for a shower tonight. Best chance is north and northwest of Onondaga County, but even in those places, it's mostly dry. There's live triple Doppler. The scan loop shows a couple of showers over Lake Ontario that are headed to the northeast, so really not headed anywhere in central New York anytime soon. So we're mostly dry for tonight and probably for the morning as well. We're not going to be as comfortable or as cool as last night when we were in the 50s, only down to about 65 in Syracuse. We're at 74 right now, almost 80 still at the 11 o'clock hour in Rochester. It is in the 60s down towards Binghamton and in the Adirondacks in the 50s. Overnight tonight, 65 the low temperature, a little light patchy fog. Tomorrow morning, sun and a few clouds. Then the afternoon, a little bit more ominous looking sky, partly sunny, but still only isolated showers or storms, a little higher threat than what we had today. 89 our high temperature with a lot of humidity. Heck, it'll feel like 90. We've got 90 degrees in the 7-day forecast. Find out when coming up.
Well, Syracuse got a special last-minute visit from the vice president today. According to the Auburn Citizen, Biden traveled to Auburn to go to his niece's wedding. After flying into Syracuse on Air Force Two, he went to St. Mary's Roman Catholic Church in Auburn, where his niece, Marin Hunter, married Gregory Felter. A graduate of SU Law School, Biden has made several return trips to Central New York during his political career. New tonight, Governor Cuomo is unveiling a sweeping plan to reduce HIV infections and AIDS rates below epidemic levels in the state. The New York Times reported today that Cuomo is timing the announcement to coincide with tomorrow's Gay Pride Parade in New York City. Cuomo wants to increase testing for HIV while boosting tracking and treatment for people who have the virus. Currently, about 3,000 people are diagnosed with HIV in New York State each year. Central New Yorkers were showing off their strength today alongside some reality TV stars. Travis Baggett and Bart Wood from the hit AMC TV show Game of Arms were in town today for an arm wrestling tournament. New at 11, our Alex Rusilla explains how this display of strength was all for a good cause.
Close your hands and don't move. Go!
It's fast. Sometimes it only lasts a few seconds.
Not much else you can do there that's as intense as this.
But what brought everyone out? Clasping hands and flexing biceps.
I absolutely love just the feel of the pull.
Is the hope for this sport to last much longer than a few seconds
Winner
in the community.
It's already exceeded expectations. There's a lot of interest in it. A lot of people are really catching the bug, and it's going to grow exponentially.
When we close your hand, you can't. Okay.
Currently, there are no professional arm wrestling leagues in Central New York. But Travis Baggett and Bart Wood from the hit TV show Game of Arms are promoting the sport here in Syracuse, trying to help form professional leagues.
Don't move. Go.
By getting people interested in the sport.
We want to focus on participation and not as much on competition, so as many leagues and opportunities to get as many people as we can involved, that's what we're looking to do.
My wife and my daughters are watching it with me, and they're like, you have got to get into this, you know, so you don't complain that you never got into it. Right now is the time to do it.
with these amateurs competing for trophies and bragging rights. 10% of the money raised here is going to Clear Path for Vets.
Healthy veterans can transform communities.
This nonprofit helps veterans go to college, find a job, and match up with service dogs.
Well, considering I was in the Marine Corps myself, it's a big deal.
If there's any way that arm wrestling could help in any of those cases, I'm all in, and I think everyone else is too.
A few seconds to help a worthy cause. Reporting from Geddes.
Go, go, go.
I'm Alex Rusilla.
To find out how you can get involved, visit our website, cnycentral.com. At 100 years old, George Hulka Jr. sat at his very own high school graduation today. The whole room cheered as his great-grandson delivered Hulka his diploma. The World War II vet attended a one-room schoolhouse until the 8th grade. Then he worked on his family's dairy farm in Saratoga until he was called for duty. He survived the D-Day invasion at Normandy and subsequent battles in France and Germany, but this morning was one of his proudest moments.
He's very excited. He's so full of life that we're all very excited, the whole family.
Hulka joins the class of 2014 as part of Operation Recognition, which entitles veterans that left school early to serve a diploma. Ahmed Abu Khattala, accused of being the mastermind behind the attack against the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, was in U.S. federal court today. It's the first time anyone has faced charges in connection with the September 11, 2012 attack that took the lives of 4 Americans. Dan Sheneman has more.
Ahmed Abu Khattala pleaded not guilty in a U.S. federal court Saturday after being officially charged with conspiracy to provide material support to terrorists in relation to the attacks on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi. Though only one charge was filed today, prosecutors tell NBC News they expect additional charges to come in the days ahead. Khattala was captured at a beach resort on the outskirts of Benghazi in an operation carried out on June 15th by U.S. Special Forces with assistance from the FBI. Officials say he was transported on a Navy ship to the United States, where he was questioned by a specialized intelligence team. President Obama gave the go-ahead for the secret mission, and at the time of the capture said the arrest sends a message.
That when Americans are attacked, no matter how long it takes, we will find those responsible and we will bring them to justice.
But some critics of the administration said too little, too late.
We knew where he was. He's been doing television interviews. We certainly could have taken him any time, even 6 months ago.
And still want answers about how the attack in Benghazi that left 4 Americans dead, including Ambassador Chris Stevens, happened. Answers that may come in a U.S. courtroom.
That was Dan Sheneman reporting. Next on the news, live at 11, we'll tell you the good cause that had